So anyways, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Tell me, who is this Encarnacion?
Well, my favorite color is light tan. My favorite animal is puppies. I like serving the Lord, hiking, play volleyball.
You gotta be kidding me. Everything you just said is my favorite thing to do every day.
22-minute podcast. 22-minute podcast. Don't wanna take up much of your time. Just gonna read some headlines. Stuff.
Welcome to the 22-Minute Podcast. My name is Wes Sievertson. Today is Tuesday, April 8th, 2025. And I'm here with Mike Finley.
Hi.
And James Fass.
Hello.
They're both just so delightful.
Hello, thank you.
Look at them. Yeah. Y'all just are so full of that Southern charm. I've heard so much
We're
about.
having a good time.
Have you... What? Sorry.
Just spilling from my pores, this Southern charm.
It's just... Oh, God, look at you.
Glistening.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
With this lighting.
I'm going to move just a scooch a little bit here. Anyway, if we
Could you give me a towel, please?
Yeah, where do we have our towels? If there was video, you would notice I didn't actually move away from Mike. He's not actually sweating. I'm not picking on him. He doesn't have like a condition or something.
Thank you for lying. I do have a condition.
What is it?
Diabetes.
Oh, that's... Cursed my memory. Have either of y'all seen... We're not going to get to this movie at all. Like on the video shop or on... Probably even... Maybe real quick would do this. But it would really be like... I could only imagine doing this movie in some... probably fictitious future where people are just crammling. I was going to say crammling. And that's just not even a thing.
That's a word.
It's not even a thing. What am I trying to say? God damn it. Oh, wow. I'm totally forgetting. Clambering?
I don't know.
Clamoring?
Dude, wow.
Yeah.
Clamoring for content?
Yeah, clamoring?
Clamoring? Yeah.
Clamoring?
Clamoring? Anyway.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know, dude. I'm like... Have you ever said a word so long it loses its meaning? Like that's kind of one of the. Or I definitely feel like David Spade in Black Sheep, or is it Tommy?
Roads.
Yeah, roads. That's how I feel right now. Anyway, have either of y'all seen Steel Magnolias?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, y'all both have. Okay. What made you like watch it? Just curious.
Honestly, I think it was my grandmother who was watching it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a
just
matriarchal thing.
Being a big fucking, she was a Julia Roberts fan. It was right around the era where, was it Runaway Bride, Aaron Brockovich? Those movies came out, so she was just on that hype, and she's like, "Oh, we got to watch this
Mystic
one too,
Pizza
Michael." And especially, since I've got diabetes and Julia Roberts dies of diabetes.
That's right. Wow, I didn't even think of that. I'm so sorry. another bear trap. Another bear trap. Just clambered
I walked right into it.
Clambered right into it.
Right into it.
Anyway, so James, what about you? What made you watch it?
I'm sure it was on at some point when my mom or grandmother or sister was watching it, or all three of them were watching it, or some shit.
And you just stuck with it.
Yeah, I'm down to watch any movie.
For sure. No, absolutely. And that's
love them shits.
That's kind of why I watched it, because it was one of those that like I want to watch everything, and it is revered.
Plus Dolly Parton's big old hams just in my face.
Well, is it Steel Magnolias? I think where like Dolly Parton's married to Sam Shepard. I think that's I mean, Sam Shepard's in like 2 scenes or whatever, but he's kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
But he's like the kind of asshole that maybe I am. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And so I'm like, whoa, what if I was just living a cool life in the South, married to that big old potato.
Big old potato.
Yeah, Dolly Parton.
Potatoes, dude.
Yeah, potatoes. Dolly Parton has historical potatoes. She has legendary potatoes.
Those potatoes.
And she actually commented.
And I die for that shit too.
Exactly. She recently commented on her potatoes.
Really? What did she say?
Well, because she's pretty open about like I've spent a lot of money on my body. People are gonna see it. Like, don't care how
Hell
old you are.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Go for it.
Listen, I was concerned with her, like, I wish we had video so I could stand up and show you, but, like, her doing, like, the halftime show.
At the Dallas Cowboys, yeah.
She basically, like, shuffled from one side and put her hand on, like, a thing, and then she shuffled to another side and put her hand on a thing.
Working 9 to 5.
Yeah, you know, and I'm like, get her a chair, you know? Jesus, please. I love her. Don't let her...
I did think it was weird, the leggings she was wearing.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Listen, look, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but also, like, let's acknowledge, like... Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you good?
Right.
You're an old lady. I don't know. Let's age. Let's comfortably.
Got a lot of things pulling you down.
You paid for them, and I'm sure at some point she was like, "Can I get lighter ones put in? Can we replace these with lighter ones?
Can you fill these up with helium? So
Yeah,
it's
what if
actually
it's-
pulling me up?
Because no one really touches them anymore. Just fill them with air." Anyway.
Oh,
All
then
right.
she can just deflate them at the end of the night.
Exactly, dude. Dude, that's some substance scary shit.
That is some substance scary shit.
I just want to be a normal person and die in a field. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with a plow near me. I'm not using it. I really just came at her because I felt myself dying, and this is just the image I want.
Time for me to go next to the plow.
Exactly, and it'll also be easier for you to then pile everything
Yeah.
I own next to me.
And I'll burn
in
the plow,
field.
yeah.
We'll burn the plow.
You should keep that lotion in the plow.
Oh well, no, it's that would really defeat the point of.
Well, no, just bonus lotion in there just in case. Like,
Listen,
maybe
if
it
you-
is time. Oh, it's not actually time. Well, while I'm out here, I can go ahead and...
I'll buy a smaller bottle, of it, okay, and I'll tape it to it. Yeah, because it would really defeat the purpose of it.
The
being,
lotion's been there for years.
right? But if it's my backup lotion bottle, it's not my backup lotion bottle if it's not tucked away in a cabinet somewhere and it's collecting dust. Mm-hmm. Because I really, if I need that lotion, it's because I've run out of the lotion I have, and honestly, one of the two lotions that I use that I'm particular about aren't on sale. That's it. It's the only way I'm using that lotion.
The backup lotion has the crusty bit inside of it too that you got to force out.
Luckily,
before
not
you get
yet. But if I have to use,
What happened today, dude?
dang, wow, just taking the wind right out of my sails. Yeah, today, shit, I gotta gather myself. Yeah. On this day in 1974, Hank Aaron hits his 715th career home run, breaking Babe Ruth's record, and a lot of white guys were upset.
Mm-hmm.
James was one of them.
I don't know why I said that. Like,
How
I
did you-
agree,
I was
but
so mad.
Good that they
Right.
broke it.
No, of course. How did you feel in 1974, James?
I couldn't tell you. That's why God isn't real.
Whoa. If I broke down that sentence, I think it would take the rest of the show. Okay. Music news.
I was
what
born
happened
when Wes was.
I'm sorry, what's that?
They need to know that we're the same age and we were both born in 1989.
Do you know what time you were born?
What time I was
I
born?
think I was born at night at like 2100.
9 o'clock.
I was either born. Yeah, well, I was either born at 8:30 in the morning or 8:30 in the evening.
Okay.
So yeah, I can't really remember which.
What's your social security number, Wes?
57727
That's not real.
34.
There's no way it would be that.
Let's say 1.
1. Okay.
Yeah.
Type that
Okay.
in.
That's somebody's social security
Yeah.
number. Isn't that the thing? Is like, I don't get
Well, they're
that.
recycled now. Like once, like
wow.
that is a thing.
Really?
Yeah. Like there's
So
enough.
someone could get one.
Yes. Well, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it has to be 9 numbers. or
Yeah, it
whatever,
does
but-
have to be
but-
9
Zero
digits,
zero
but
zero
like-
zero zero
Maybe,
zero
dude,
one.
I don't know.
Oh, that would be cool though.
I'm pretty sure the numbers are more distinct than just the number of people. I think
Yeah.
it also has to do with like
Yeah, it's like a geolocation
Area.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad we know this. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We can continue with the bit, or we can move on to today in music news. On this day in 1975, one of the most overrated bands that has ever existed releases their third studio album, Toys in the Attic. And that's all I'm going to say. If you don't know from context clues, then you're not a fan, and I agree with you. With singles such as Sweet Emotion and Walk This Way. I think this was to the point where they didn't write any of these songs.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it. Maybe it was in the 80s when they. I don't really know,
Yeah.
dude. I don't really know. But I know at some point they stopped writing their own music. Again, this is a band, much like another band. I'm not going to say. Maybe they're a traveling rock. You know, Both of these bands are fantastic for music soundtracks.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
In the background of
yes.
music.
Yes.
But I don't want to hear a song by itself.
Fair enough.
I just don't. Wow, maybe this band even more than the other band.
Oh, really?
I would be more of a fan of the Traveling Rock.
Okay.
Personally.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right. Well, on this day in 1982, a recently overrated band. Because I don't. Okay, Toto. It's fine. We can say Toto.
Yeah.
In 1982, Toto releases their 4th studio album. This is one with Rosanna and Africa. I don't think either of these songs.
All the way.
I mean, listen, I'm not saying I don't enjoy these songs.
I hate that fucking song, dude.
Well,
Rosanna?
I enjoy Rosanna.
I like Rosanna,
I
yeah.
really hate Africa.
Well, I think you're right, though. It is because it has become so...
I don't think either of these songs were taken seriously before they were memeified in the past decade or whatever.
But there were some... I can't remember what they were, but there was like at least 1 or 2 songs that played at KUM from Toto in the 70s.
Not that they weren't hits, and like... But I don't know. Africa...
Rosanna played in the grocery store like for 20 years.
Okay,
every day, every 15 minutes.
I'm not saying that they weren't in the culture. I'm saying no one cared other than as a part of, like, yes, a licensing company's catalog, for sure.
Yeah.
They happened when they happened and people liked them, but it was only... It's like today, man. How many... Like, have you actually heard a Chapel Roan song?
No.
But there's enough people who like it, and we will fucking forget about it. Maybe not her. Maybe I should say...
I don't know what the fuck a Chapel Roan is.
Yeah. I haven't even been to Roan. Anyway. No, but if it's not her, it's Sabrina Carpenter. If it's not Sabrina Carpenter, it's... what's another one I've heard? I don't know.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Doesn't matter.
It's one of them are just going to fade into nothing. And until Kate Bush, all of a sudden a song is featured somewhere, and it explodes again.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's my joke about it being a like we're talking about a recently overrated band. I mean, it's cool how something like that can happen, but it also is interesting where, like, I'm just saying, okay, if We Built This City all of a sudden became like everyone's favorite fucking song, I want to state right now, everyone knows that song is complete trash.
Sure.
Like, you know what? So that's how history can literally change fucking reality. It's kind of what I'm saying.
Tony plays the Mambas.
What's that from?
Listen to the radio.
Dude, I have...
We built this city.
I
We built this city on rock and roll.
I'm so glad, like, you paid attention to the song. You know?
Well, that's my favorite line.
I mean, it's a good line.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's almost like...
Tony plays the Mambas.
Speaking
Listen
of,
to the radio.
Did we on the podcast or off the podcast talk about Scott Conn?
On.
Oh, just now, right?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. No, speaking of Ocean's 11 or whatever, man, I had something. And it's just so gone. Oh no, okay, it's almost like like that line from Rosanna or Africa. What are we talking about? We built this city.
We built the city.
From We Built the City. The way that you just delivered that to me, I almost felt like Matt Damon in that scene where he's like saying Kashmir. He's like saying the lines of Kashmir, and he's trying to pass it off as a code. I thought you were telling me
12.
Yeah, I thought you were telling me. Yeah, right. I thought you were telling me a code for a second. I'm like, what's happening? Is this a poem?
Just monologuing
Called
songs.
his niece a whore.
All right. Okay, on this day in 1983, Bonnie Tyler, releases her 5th studio album, the much more prominent. And we played the Dan Band's version of that a couple weeks ago. But yes, it included the single "Total Eclipse of the Heart." Oh, I'm sorry, the album was called "Faster Than the Speed of Night." I'm assuming than the speed of night.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely a typo on my end.
That's okay. There's a typo here. I have them too. I had them the other day at work, and I had to talk to somebody about it.
Yikes.
Not like in a bad way. It was just like, oh yeah, it was a typo.
Sorry.
Technology,
am I right?
Sorry, this was a part of your day. Like, that's how I feel. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Jesus.
I'm sorry that you had to be distracted from not talking to me. You know. On this day in 1994, The Offspring released their 3rd. Wow.
Yeah.
In 1994, studio album Smash. With one of their top, selling singles or played singles, Self-Esteem. Definitely a ripoff of Nirvana.
You think so?
I mean, to me, even as a child, it sounded like Smells Like Teen Spirit. Yeah.
Oh, sure. Sure. I can definitely hear that now. Yeah. I could see the correlation for sure.
Yeah. So even as
I never
a child,
thought about it until now, so thank you.
I mean, that doesn't sound like. I mean, that doesn't sound like Nirvana. After that,
but the riff, but sure, yeah.
I'm being used. You know, the lyrics to that are thematically similar to Nookie by Limp Bizkit.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've listened to Nookie enough. Maybe I've heard it like 3 times.
He's basically saying he's a cuck. Like in that song. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, sure.
All right, let's move on. On this day, 1997, Third Eye Blind releases their 3rd studio album with the.
They're self-titled.
Oh, it's a self-titled. Ooh, they're self-titled. Why did I read 3rd, bro? With the single "Semi Charm Kind of Life," Graduate, Jumper, and How's It Gonna Be? Oh, and Losing a Whole Yeah.
I remember you and me used to spend the whole goddamn day in bed. Oh my God, I love that whole record.
No,
Start
truly,
to fucking
truly.
finish.
Odd Time Signatures. It's got everything you could possibly want if you're a reasonable human being. On this day in 2022, Father John Misty drops his last good record in my estimation.
Yeah.
Chloe. In the next 20th century. Chloe is a borough socialist. She insists there's not much more to it than drinks with the simple art criticism. I benefit more than I should from it. From her unscrupulous therapist. How Benzedrine's supposed to address your shopliftings? Anybody's guess, Chloe. Her name is Chloe.
Last sexy record for sure.
Yeah, dude. I don't even understand this latest record, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't even get it. Okay, we have plenty of time,
nice.
So it's fine. But let's go ahead and move on, and let's go ahead move on. Let's go ahead move on to TV and film. Action. I fucked up. It's fine. It sounded fine. On this day in 1979, the final episode of All in the Family. I've never seen an episode of All in the Family aired on CBS. Hey, somebody cried that night.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know, probably someone in our families.
Maybe, honestly.
Probably fucking Don McLean.
I don't even remember Don McLean, dude. Oh wait, Don McLean.
American Pie.
Vincent.
Yes.
We need to change.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's funny because Vincent is the song right after.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
okay.
On that record.
I listen. I should have put more whine in my voice, so you knew I was joking. I apologize, because I really. All right, James. Okay, we'll move on. On this day in 1990, the first episode of Twin Peaks airs, and 35 years later, excuse me, I still don't get it, but I will one day.
Yeah.
I will one day. How about you, James? Are you a big fan of Twin Peaks?
I've been meaning to rewatch it lately.
Dude,
I just think it's not. I don't know. I think it's so out there that it's completely subjective to every single person who watches it. No one's gonna have it.
I think Shelby really nailed. You know, in a text exchange that we had, I think he really nailed like what my suspicion, what it was supposed to be doing, and it's like I don't know. To me, that feels like a 10-minute video. Maybe there's more that happens than I just need to, you know. But that's the point. That's kind of what I'm coming back around to. Is like, dude, I haven't watched the second episode.
Yeah.
You know, because the first one's just so much.
Yeah, it is a lot.
While also like, I just need to really. I need to get in the headset to put myself in the aesthetic of it. I really just need to accept it.
There's so many characters, and then every single one is a branch that he explores throughout the series.
And he also loves making characters look literally the exact same as each other.
Yeah.
He loves that shit. And I get that there's a point to it, but it's like I don't have time to take notes, Steven. I know his name's not Steven, excuse me. I don't know why I'm so mad at Steven. Sorry, Steve. Okay. No. It obviously is a masterpiece, and I enjoy a lot of David Lynch. We've talked plenty of David Lynch because of his passing a few months ago, but yeah. So I'm glad we talked about it. Another baseball movie. No, sorry. On this day in 2005, Fever Pitch is released.
This is for you, James.
Boo.
Not a good one. Though.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
No, it's pretty bad.
Jimmy Fallon did like 2 movies. It was Taxi and this one, and yeah.
You know, the fun note about Fever Pitch is, you know, James, was it in Boston, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
he's a Yankees fan.
Well, that sucks because like it sucks for him.
Hypocrite.
Exactly.
Just like a typical Yankees fan, like.
No, I mean, honestly, that is. I mean, I'm not even call that a low blow. It's just the fucking truth.
Yeah.
What he's saying. It's like a Lakers fan. You know what I mean? Hell, it's like a fucking Cowboys fan.
Sure.
Anyway, no, but so the last scene or whatever, or where they kiss on the field or whatever, that actually takes place like when they win like the World Series.
Oh, no way.
I think that's right, James. Yeah. If it's not the World Series, it's a championship.
In the story?
Literally in the movie. They filmed it
in the movie.
Yes, and so that's the interest.
It was the year they won. You're saying?
It was the year they won it. They filmed it while they were winning.
That's wild.
Did they film in 05 or 04?
Okay, we should probably double check.
Yeah.
Let me just say this is what I think.
This is not worth going into. That movie fucking sucks, dude. And fuck the Red Sox.
Well then do me a favor. Let me get the note out so we can move the fuck on. Yeah, I think it basically filmed while it was happening, and that was the thing. Is like, well, what if? And they were supposed to be Boston fans in the movie. It's like, okay, well, what if Boston lost? Then they couldn't have had that film.
All right, guys, pretend.
Moment. The whole audience, everyone in the stands, yeah, everyone on the field.
They did it for 90 years. I mean,
ooh, listen to the bench mensch for more hot takes like that. Let's quickly get through birthdays. We have 30 seconds. Turning 57 today, Patricia Arquette, fantastic in everything. True Romance, of course, Severance.
Severance,
recently.
right?
Lover and Boardwalk Empire. You know, I mean everything, but just stuff I like. I guess I'm listing. Turning 44, Taylor Kitsch, I believe is how you say his name. Heartthrob in his late teens and 20s, I think on like a WB show or some shit.
Yeah.
But then has worked his way into being like kind of a real actor. He was, he did a season of True Detective,
right.
And all that. 5 seconds. Let's do 59. Robin Wright. 62. Dean Norris.
Jenny, dog.
Okay, bye guys.
Adios. Nacho Libre.